Were you surprised to be nominated or selected as a Woman of Woodland?
I definitely was, and I think it's even more special and even more as a surprise this year because it is my last year as a senior, and then also because I did work on the project last year, so kind of getting to see the other side of it. I was surprised to get nominated, and I'm very honored and I feel very lucky to be able to.
Yeah. So you've read the reasons why you were nominated and selected, and do you agree with them?
So when I read them, I definitely started crying because I think it's, some people said the sweetest things on them. And there were a lot of things that I see in myself that people said, but it was really special to see that other people see it in me because it's like the small things that I didn't know other people noticed. So being able to see that it was noticed was really special.
Would you think that was how you would describe yourself, or were you just surprised that like your friends described you like that, or like whoever voted for you described you like that?
A mix of both, because there are some things that like I definitely would say, but then others it's like, wow, like I didn't think other people saw me like that, or I didn't see myself like that.
Nice. Did you have any role models that you think helped you get to this point?
So I'm gonna say the really cliche answer, but as I think as many people know now, I want to become a high school English teacher, and that's what I'm going to major in. So I would definitely say that my teachers are my role models, just because I've noticed myself like looking at the things that they do in their classroom and taking note in the back of my mind, like, okay, this is what I would do in my own classroom and things like that.
Nice, yeah.
Do you find the courage to stand up for yourself, your principals, or others?
I'm actually a really shy person, especially around people who I don't know or in groups of really large people. So I kind of just go with it and know that in the end, being able to stand up for myself, standing up for what I believe in, and standing up for others, it's going to be much more of a positive result in the end versus being shy and standing in the corner and not saying anything. So even if it makes me uncomfortable, I still try to do it because in the long run, it's going to be worth it being uncomfortable for that like 1 or 2 seconds.
In what ways do you try to make our community and the world a better place?
So my senior project, I'm actually doing a Earth Day cleanup and then recycling through the school for a week. So that's in like the process of being planned right now. I do a lot of community service. I've helped out at my church with the 4-year-old and kindergartners in Sunday school for like the past 5 years, I think.
Oh, wow.
So I'm definitely involved there a lot, and I just try to make sure that I'm always taking part in different clubs and activities throughout the school and trying my best to be involved.
That's nice.
Thank you.
What is one thing about feminism that you think everyone should know?
So I personally know that there is the stereotype around the word that it's a bad thing or that it's something people don't want to be. But I think the stereotype should go away. And if there's one thing that I would want everyone to know is that it's not a bad thing to be known as a feminist. It's a good thing. It means that you stand up for everyone and you want everyone to be equal. So there shouldn't be this bad stereotype or bad connotation around the word.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel that people have a bad vibe when people say feminism.
Like,
they don't really
I don't want to
understand.
be named that. And it's like,
yeah, they
it's
don't
not
really
a bad
understand
thing.
what it really means.
Exactly.
Share a personality flaw that you love about yourself.
Let's see. This can go bad or also good, but I care a lot what other people think, and it can be good in the way that it makes me like watch what I do and I think about what others are gonna get from my actions. So I always try to be the best that I can be, and even though that may be a flaw and end really badly for myself sometimes, it can end good, and it's something I'm working on to become a better flaw or a flaw that I can love about myself.
Yeah, that's nice.
Ready? What makes you happy?
So I would say being around my friends and family and people that I love and people that love me, just knowing that I'm in that environment that's safe and loving, it's one of the best feelings in the world, and being able to show others how much I care and love for them.
If you could go back in time or to the future, what year would you travel to and why?
So if I could go back in time, I think I'd actually go back to last year, which I know some people would be like, whoa, why would you want to go back to like just the year before? But in November 2019, my team won NVLs, and just the feeling of being surrounded by my second family and watching us all like cry and hug each other after we found out that we won, and then also the pressure that we felt. It was a good pressure, even though it made us all so nervous. And then also that night, for the 4 years that I was on the swim team, it was my goal to break a minute in my 100 freestyle, and I finally did it that year. So going back to that exact moment, and then also the exact moment we won, just like I'd give anything to be able to feel that like one more time.